Yo, right guys, so I know I haven't uploaded in a while, so to make it up to you, I'm going to show you pretty much every 90 in Fortnite and then compare them, tell you guys which ones you should use and which 90s are the fastest pretty much. But before that, make sure to follow the socials below and join my Discord. That's the best place to contact me, and I also host Zone Wars on there, so, and they're like pretty much every day, so if you want to come play them, make sure to join. Alright, enjoy the vid.
Three, two, one, drop it.
When it comes to 90s in an actual match, you really only need two. When you do three, it just takes too long and wastes more mats, and you end up just getting shot down anyway. So most of the clips I showed before, I only used two 90s. You really only need three 90s in like creative 1v1s, something like that. The fastest 90 in Fortnite doesn't really mean the best, because something like the default 90 is much faster than something like the TFU 90, but it gives no protection at all. But I'll talk more about the most efficient 90s later. So a lot of people think the Mongrel 90 is actually the fastest, because when you're doing them, it looks like you're going faster than you actually are. This is because you shake your screen and the walls are placed faster, but when it comes to momentum, they actually slow you down quite a bit. TFU 90 and Mitra are pretty much even in speed, but the Mitra 90 is slightly faster. But when you do Mitras, you miss out on one more and you might get shot in the back. But TFUs cover most angles. That's why the TFU is one of the best for in actual pub matches, and not as good for creative. The Ghost Bizzle original 90s and the default 90s are probably the worst when it comes to efficiency and consistency, because of how easy it is to Harry Potter yourself when you're doing Bizzles, and how easy it is to be shot when doing defaults. But when they're paired together, they're somehow actually the fastest 90s possible. These are called the New Ghost Bizzle 90s. It's when you do one OG Bizzle and then one default. These are the fastest because when you're doing Bizzles, you hold the D key. It stops you from hitting the wall, and then you quickly do a default 90, which has no walls at all, so you can't hit a wall, can you? So you don't lose any speed because you're not hitting anything. You're just sprinting the whole time, so you don't lose any momentum. These are the best for creative 1v1s, but in a public match, TVs are better since they offer more protection while still being fast. In my opinion, I think infinite 90s are just straight up pointless. There's really no reason to do them. I can't see me doing them in a real match or even in creative. But yeah, I just put them on this list anyway because they are pretty fast, but I wouldn't see myself doing them, that's all I'm saying. So I wouldn't recommend doing them. But when it comes to the fastest one, obviously it would be the T-Fuse, because the Nikkei 30, I think it's the most pointless 90 I've ever seen in my life, because you just have to run all the way up to the ramp and then you do the rotation. But with T-Fuse, you jump, and then do one Nikkei 30, so you don't lose, or you don't get jump fatigue. And then the Metros, obviously the Metros are just not as good as T-Fuse. So then, yeah, T-Fuse win the Infinite 90s. Nikkei 30s, terrible, and Metros still good as well. Alright, and that concludes the video. Overall, the T-Fuse 90 is probably the best for endgame, since it offers more protection, and they're still really fast, so I'd recommend using them. But if you're 1v1ing someone, I'd probably do the newest Ghost Missile 90s, because they're just so fucking fast. Yeah, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe. Alright, have a good one, boys.